In today's video, I would be reviewing the Xperience Sea Breeze 5-star resort in Sharm El Sheik. I stayed here for a week, so you can trust me to review every nook and cranny of this hotel. So whatever you're looking for regarding this hotel, it's right in this video. So come with me while we do this review together, okay? So, starting from the outside, this is where you come into the hotel through. It gives Egyptian, it gives like palace vibes, especially at night. um yeah, so they also have this outside area which is more like a smoking shisha area, but because I visited in February where things are a bit cool in the evenings, people didn't stay out as much in the evenings, but in the afternoons you could catch people outside just sort of like lounging in front of the hotel. But there's so much more to unpack regarding this hotel, so I wouldn't worry so much about the outside. I think let's go right inside, see what's happening. One thing I noticed is that there was always like maintenance going on, which is really good. They try to keep it like really clean and tidy. Anyway, coming to the lobby, that's the lobby, and then you have that little Pandora store around the lobby area and the reception to the left, of course. And then you have like chairs where you can sit, especially if you're just coming as a guest. You know, typical lobby stuff. You have water and all of that, and just upstairs it goes to the dining area, which I'll show you later for the buffet. But also you have the bar, which is to the right, yeah, and I'll show you that as well in a bit. We went in February, so it was like sunny. It was about 24 degrees in the afternoons, which was perfect. That is the bar again. I'll show you that. That is Latin dance show, which is happening tonight, or that night when I filmed this hotel. Sometimes during this video I'll be keeping quiet so you can just like experience, what it feels like to be in this resort without me just like talking over the video. Yeah, so it's be a bit of a mixture. Right, so this is the bar. This bar was useful for me in particular because we did half board, and so doing half board we had breakfast and dinner, and we're not always in the afternoons anyway, but it's useful to just be able to have this place where you could just snack if you're in the afternoons. They had like traditional Moroccan, not well, a bit of Moroccan, but more like Arabic snacks and like tea or coffee, or also like drinks if you wanted to buy those, if you're not all inclusive, of course. But this was a really like nice chill area. You could just come to sit out in the afternoon if you're like maybe tired of the sea view, which is lovely by the way, but just stay tuned, or you can skip right to the middle if you're really keen on seeing the sea right away. Right, so we have this outside area which doubles as a sitting area and also as a showtime area. So this is where people sit inside, to not necessarily sit inside, more like sit outside, but it's kind of inside-ish when it comes to the hotel to get entertainment in the evenings. Anyway, moving on, we are going up to the buffet area, which is also like the dining area, food area. It's just up from the reception, from the lobby. So going right up to show you what it looks like up there. I found this area really like cool. I wouldn't say like in terms of food options they have loads. On some days there's usually like a really nice surprise where during the buffet we had like nachos, and that was just like a really nice addition to that. We had more of a Moroccan menu because I was in Egypt and I've personally been to Morocco before. I wasn't necessarily looking to just have like lots of couscous, or maybe I stand corrected, maybe couscous is a general Arabian dish rather than just being Moroccan, but to the best of my knowledge that's Moroccan. Anyway, this chef was amazing in terms of like the eggs. We had that nice omelette corner, and then you had the buffet in the mornings. You had like typical oats. I noticed their beans were actually like proper cooked beans. They don't use like the traditional baked beans that people use in England and other in Europe, etc. And then you have this area with like all the pastries, typical breakfast really. And then you have this orange juice and blackberry, which I wouldn't recommend, but if it's all inclusive, it's all inclusive. You have the coffee machine, tea coffee machine, which like is great as well. You can have loads of tea, loads of coffee. I think it's just generally like a really chill area, the breakfast buffet area, and you have all sorts of meat and bacon and cheese and yogurt, just typical stuff. not to forget, there are also fruits, but if I was to score the breakfast in this hotel out of 10, for me, it would be maybe a 5.5. It's okay, there were options, but in terms of quality, it was just like okay, like maybe 6, maybe 6. It was okay. Right, so coming back to the reception, we are just gonna go to other areas of the hotel as well. One thing I'd say about this hotel, which you would notice, and this is why I'd keep quiet at some point, is that this hotel is long. So it's not wide, it is long. And this is because, like, look at, yeah, just look at that. So that is how wide it goes. It has fences on both sides. Because many of those hotels, Sultans, Sunrise Hotel, Sharm El Sheik, all those hotels, as well as the Xperience Sea Breeze Resort, Sharm El Sheik, they have to share sort of the beach fronts around the area where they are built, and so like Xperience Sea Breeze just has, you know, a small-ish portion of that lot of sea, and for that reason, they took advantage of getting the hotel like really long. So it's big in the sense of the fact that it's long rather than it being wide because of that seafront factor, right? There are many pools in this hotel, but I think there's like 5 functional pools, and the other ones are more like decorative. I don't think there's more than 5, or maybe even 5 altogether, along with the decorative ones. Yeah, I think 5 major pools, and then of course, you have like the jacuzzi, but that is in the spa area. And yeah, when they tell you there are swim up rooms in this hotel, one thing it's important to know is that those swim up rooms don't actually have the pools right in front of them, but you could walk out maybe like 10 foot, 10 paces or whatever to the pool. So this was something that personally pissed me off the night that I checked in, and I'll score this hotel over 10 at the end, so wait for my overall rating. And also stay tuned for the room tour, which I left last, but you know, if you're impatient, you can skip to the end to see that, but there's loads more to see before then. There's the seafront, which I'm coming up to shortly. Like I said, you notice I would do a lot of walking in this video, but normally in this hotel, you actually don't have to walk that much because there is a shuttle that actually gets people up and down because of its length, and you'll see that throughout this video. Anyway, I hope you just saw like that pool area, that large pool. That is one of the largest. I think there's like 2 big large pools, and it's heated. When you see a large pool in this hotel, just know that's the heated pool. So this is one heated pool like right in the center, and there's one that's sort of like closer to the seafront, right? So, or closer to the beach area, which the beach in quotes, which I'll talk about later as well. This is a really fun one for kids. I think this area in particular is great for kids because it has this slide thing, and also because the hotel is long. And can you see that wide shuttle coming down? You'd see it in a minute. That is sort of what shuttles people up and down because of the length of the hotel, and it's really nice, really efficient. It's always on. The driver is such a smiley guy. He is lovely. If you meet him, please tip him, okay? He's a great guy. You'd love him. You know the one I'm talking about. There are 2 drivers, but there's one that works more often. Like, at least I saw him 5 out of 7 days, and he's really smiley. Anyway, I hope you get the idea of the swim up rooms now. The swim up rooms, it's quite a bit of a walk to the pool, so it's not quite a swim up room, so that set me off the first night I came in. But once I was very happy to let go of that fact, you know, and move on, you know, I had a great stay. Okay, and I'll show you my room. I actually had a swim up room in coats, but I'll show you what it looks like later. But let's just keep going. You can see how long this hotel is, but if you really look far ahead, that is the sea, right? You can see the sea down there. It's a good walk for cardio if you are happy to walk. Otherwise, you can just take the shuttle, wait for the shuttle, and don't stress, okay? Right, so I'm just walking down. I'm just going to show you like other areas of the pool, but for now, I'll just keep quiet and let you enjoy the music and the view. Okay, guys, it's time to hear from me again. So you can see what I'm saying. You can actually see another hotel from this hotel, right? And then going down, you can see this is another heated pool. Okay, so this pool is a main one, and this is where the parties happen in the afternoon. So it's really nice. I saw a bunch of kids around here, but I think there are more kids. Well, to be fair, there are kids in both heated pools, and because like it was warm, but it was more like early 20s, so it was important to have a heated pool. But sometimes, when it's like hot enough, I believe February is not the peak season. So when it's the peak season, I don't think there's need for that heated pool factor. But it's nice that they keep that in mind. The pool area is really nice. You can sort of see the beach from the pool area to an extent if you stand tall, right? And like the parties happen here. You can see the goalpost for such a like pool ball. And yeah, that is the restaurant called Elements, and people actually have lunch up there in the seated areas just to the right of the pool. And so lunch from Elements, like burgers, chips, that sort of thin french fries. And also Element also does barbecue up to 3 times a week, so that is really nice as well. I just check for reception to know when and which days they do their barbecue. Okay, right, so that's Element for you, and I'll be walking in to show you what Element is like later. But for now, that's the DJ booth to the brides, and that's like an easy entry to the pool, and you can sort of see the beach from here. But you can easily take here to go to the beach as well, which I'll be doing shortly. So just stay with me to see the beach. You saw a bit of it at the beginning, but now we're gonna see the proper beach. Of course, when you stay around the beach, just know that you'll be asked a bit for massage and you'll be hassled for massage, you'll be hassled for scuba diving and going to the Ras Mohammed Park, which I heard is beautiful. We didn't end up going because we went to Cairo, went to other places, and we're very busy throughout the trip. We did parasailing, but you kind of be hassled for those things. But because I'm African, maybe it wasn't as offensive, but it could be a bit much sometimes, especially with the massage. I eventually did like a little massage package for my birthday, which I would show you later. It was actually very affordable. I will try to remember to include that when I'm doing the spa review, which I'll be showing you shortly. So stay tuned to keep seeing. Yeah. Anyway, now we are at the sea area. I wouldn't really necessarily call this the beach area. There's a small path you can take down to actually go down to the sort of beach area, sort of stony beach area, but this is more like a sea area. The reason why I call it like more like a sea view sea area rather than a beach area is because it's good for like sea swimming, but it doesn't have that sandy beach where kids can just like run around and jump into the pool sort of thing. So if you have kids, maybe you need to be careful around here, but kids can sort of play around here. There's like games and all of that stuff. You can see kids playing every once in a while, but what I've seen mostly here is people jumping into the pool for snorkeling. I actually did scuba diving from here, so it was really nice because one of the reasons people actually come to this hotel is like it's actually at a relatively good price point compared to the other hotels around here, and it's good for scuba diving, it's good for snorkeling. So all day, every day, especially in the afternoons, no, in the afternoons, not all day, you actually see people snorkeling here, and yeah, people going scuba diving with the instructors as well. There's instructors here, there's lifeguards here, so that just makes it perfect. You could also get like your scuba diving sort of training here. I saw people do that, and it was just like really beautiful. They really enjoyed their experience, and people like upgrading their skills and scuba diving and things like that. So yeah, it's very nice sort of hotel for that, and I think their prices are okay as well, considering like we stayed there for a week and it was very affordable. Gosh, very affordable, guys. And if you want me to know, if you want to know the price what I paid to stay here, please let me know in the comment section. It was actually really good. Anyway, I'm not even doing marketing for them. I would just say it exactly how it is. Right, so obviously you can see people scuba diving, snorkeling around here, people just sea swimming and all of that. So maybe kids will need a bit of supervision here unless they're like experts. And then sometimes you can see, this is not the best video, but if you catch me on Instagram, you'd see in my highlights, I had like videos of like blue and yellow fish. in the sea, and you could just easily see that there, and it's beautiful. I tried to capture that, but I hope you saw that anyway. So you have the tattooist, you have scuba diving center where you can register to do stuff, and you can register to go to Ras Mohammed. You can register for parasailing here. Actually tried a bunch of those stuff, and it's good service, relatively good service. It can be a bit pricey, but compared to other places, it's affordable, like than doing maybe scuba diving in Miami or maybe Dubai. So yeah, and really, it's the corals, isn't it? You don't just want to go scuba diving where there's nothing. So yeah, maybe Miami would be a good comparison. Anyway, so yeah, we are all. I've heard good things about Uganda scuba diving as well and snorkeling, but anyway, I won't even like talk about Uganda for now. We're talking about the Xperience Sea Breeze Resort, and we are in Sharm El Sheikh, and now we are in the Element restaurant. This is it in the afternoon. At night is when it lights up, and they all use like this red lightning for a la carte dinner, more of like a romantic setting. I personally did not, because we're very busy being in Egypt, and just exploring different things, different places. So I did not come eat in this restaurant, but for my birthday dinner, kind of had like this nice dinner for two from Element, but it was by the sea, and that was lovely. So like I got to have their food. I don't think it was particularly great. Again, I'll give them a five because I had like their medium rare steak, and I don't know if that's what set my stomach off. But very likely, guys, very likely. I'm not the biggest fan of the food, but you know what? Like it's good ambience, it's good vibes, and yeah. But trust me, if you're staying in this part of Egypt in Sharm El Sheikh, and you stay in Xperience Seabroof Resort, you need to book it a half board or full board because there's no other way to get food around. I'm afraid, guys. Like everywhere else is kind of like far away. Sharm El Sheikh is very like touristy, and if you're not in Nama Bay, which is more like central, you just have to do something with your hotel or you'll be hungry. Okay, so even like going to the pharmacies and things, it's just good to go to like the hospital in your hotel if you need something. Just story for another day, but that's how like this area of Sharm El Sheikh close to the coast is like. So that's the pool. That pool area is very nice. It has a pool bar. The guy at the bar is really nice as well. I got anyway. Yeah, just give him a tip if you see him. He's a nice guy. That's all I'd say. Right. So going back up, you can see how steep that is. So if you've got kids, maybe they want to get into the shuttle, or if they're really active, they'll probably be flying. But gosh, yeah, it's a long walk anyway, but yeah, still on review, and I thought let's go to the spa. But first, there's a play area for kids as well, so I wanted to check it, but it's closed. I think they're renovating or something, I'm not quite sure. And yeah, oh, this is where they're advertising like registering for scuba diving at their diving area, diving center, which we actually did. But anyway, scuba diving was actually cool. It was my first time doing it, so and the instructor was good as well. So if this is something you're thinking about doing when you go to Egypt, Xperience Sea Breeze Resort in Sharm El Sheikh is a good place to do water sports and that sort of thing. Okay, so yeah, I couldn't see much with the children play area here, but anyway, if you have kids here, they'll have a lot of running around to do anyway, so they'll be busy. The only thing I think when it comes to kids and staying here is like because you have to sort of step down and go under like a pontoon to get to like the sandy parts, which is not actually the territory of the hotel, not necessarily sandy, more like pebbly stony parts. It's not necessarily a part of the hotel, so it's not ideal for kids to go, but I just snuck there to see. But it was really for Sunrise and Sultan hotels. They're the ones that really had those parts. But anyway, that's a story for another day. So I don't know if you have kids that will be happy despite the fact that there's no sandy beach. That's fine. To be fair, they take you out every morning if you want to. I think you can catch the shuttle from the hotel to their sandy beach for free if you want to, but I suppose you need to get up early and have your breakfast and go there. They pick you up maybe 8 and drop you back in the hotel by 4 if you're really keen on going to a sandy beach. And that's one good thing about this hotel actually. They have shuttle bus that takes you for free to Nama Bay, to the old markets and Soho, all those places for free, like at night, so you can actually explore other areas of Sharm El Sheikh for free as well, and they just let you go to all those markets for like 3 hours. They come to get you back, so that's one good thing about this hotel as well. Okay, so next I'll be showing you the spa, the gym, and other parts of the hotel. But I'll just let you again enjoy the music for now. Yes, guys, now we're going straight to the underground spa. Just so you know, on my birthday, I actually had like a full hammam scrub. I had a full hammam massage along with steaming and using the sauna. And what else? And a face treatment as well. And that cost me 50 euros. So, like, I think if anything, that is a deal. So I was scrubbed on like this nice hot stone after I've been in the sauna and the steam room. If I was doing that in England, that would cost me an arm and a leg. So yeah, that was like really good. Anyway, this is the gym. I didn't use it throughout. I think I did enough walking and touristy stuff in Sharm El Sheikh that that counts towards my fitness already. So no, I didn't do any gym stuff, but I think the gym is like pretty equipped for doing gym stuff. I can't speak to how you know effective or if we can compare their machines to the one wherever you're from, but I think it's well equipped to do all the gym stuff you may want to do on holiday. I mean, how much gym stuff do you want to do on holiday? Anyway, that's up to you. Right, so those are the massage rooms and all of that. I would be showing you the sauna and steam room as well in a minute. They have shower rooms as well, and they're really nice. My massage was done by a really nice girl as well called Omna. She's really good. She's Omna. Yeah, I remember. Right. So, and those are the locker rooms to sort of like leave all your stuff. They do couples massage, so honeymoon package. Everything I did, and if you want to do it for two people, that will cost you, well, to be honest, it depends on what they're doing and if they're doing a promo or whatever. So yeah, it may not be 50 euros. I think I got promo price or something. So anyway, see what works for you. 50 euros per person. That was me, but my own situation was like a promo era. It wasn't peak period as well, but I think that was a deal for me. Anyway, I showed you the sauna and steam room just now, and also the jacuzzi, which I used as well. They made it for me and all of that. And yeah, that is the spa, guys. That is the spa. Right, and that's the gym. I'm just gonna go right out and show you other parts of the hotel, and not to forget, we're coming up to showing you the room. The spa is called Awana Spa. I'm going to be showing you the rooms in a minute, so stay tuned for that. We had a really nice view from the room actually, so stay tuned to see how the rooms look. Yeah, and this is actually the outside of my room, and I'll be showing you the swim up area, which is just behind me. But first, there's this like table tennis area as well, so it's nice. I saw a few couples coming to play here, so there's this nice garden area that I actually got fond of in the end, and then the swim up area. That pool was a bit cold to be honest, but if you are sunbathing, I suppose you could have a dip there and not feel too cold. Anyway, so that is the swim up room in quotes, but I ended up getting fond of the view. Who cares what that it's not exactly a swim up room. I'm sure by now, if you've watched this video till now, you know exactly how most of this hotel looks like. So let's go into the room, which is the final part I haven't showed you. And then I'll show you the view again from the room. Can you see the room? So this is the room. I'll give the rooms a 6/10. Everything is clean, everything is pristine, everything works. But for a five-star hotel, it's not necessarily like newish. Like they could do with some change, but everything works without doubt. I had to change the room once because I wasn't happy with the room I was given first. I stand on my right and asked for what I actually asked for, which was like, one bed rather than like two small beds. Or yeah, that was a bit of a problem, but that was sorted in the end. So yeah, maybe yeah, I'll give the rooms a 6/10. It was okay. I think it's kind of like similar but smaller to the room from Portugal. You should check my personal Carlton Hotel review to see the room I'm talking about. But anyway, this is the view again from inside the room. So I think this is cool. I got used to this in the end. For holiday, come on, can't complain. Sunny, not like England. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in my next video.